What is up, guys? It's your boy MW3 doing some more 1v1s. This time we're on the map Aground. As you can see in the bottom left hand corner, we're about a minute and a half into this game before I get first blood. That should give you a little bit of clue onto the size of this map. You guys know me. I'm not the type of player that sits back and stays in their spawn to kind of survey the situation. I'm the type of guy that likes to take the gunfight to my opponent. And that being said, you can't always play that way on this map. As you can see, there's some long sight lines. I'll be straight up with you guys. The first couple times I played this map, I was intimidated by the size. That's what she said. But I'll give you an illustration of how, if you can train your eyes to kind of scan over the horizon, you become more adept at being able to pick out movement. There's a lot of long sight lines, so being able to see a moving target or something that's moving that you're thinking, maybe that shouldn't be moving. 1v1 situations become a little bit easier. Still not my favorite map for 1v1s. That would definitely be Getaway, just because confrontations are a little more frequent. In this map, you gotta be mindful of the spawns and set yourself up for the good long sight lines. I don't like, even though I probably should, I don't like sitting up on top of the hill and letting my opponent come to me. That way you are setting yourself up for positional advantage, but I kind of like running around and like I said, taking the fight to them. That way you're a little bit more unpredictable. And right there, I don't know if you saw it, but I just barely picked out movement, saw something that kind of said to my brain, you know what, that doesn't look right, and just started shooting. That's what you got to do on a map like this before you get comfortable with the map layout, the surroundings, and the spawn. See something moving that shouldn't be, and take the shot. It's a 1v1 situation, so what if he knows where you're at? He's still got to come get you. And right here, I know exactly where my opponent is. However, I got to set myself up for a good play here. I know there's only two directions he can go, to his left or to his right. I come back here to try to get some more high ground and a better vantage point, and luckily I pick him up down to my left. Did you see him? Right there. So one thing I've been noticing, this is actually gameplay from the second day, I believe, of the 1v1 2v2 playlist. Something that's kind of disturbing, but we all knew it was going to happen because of just how Infinity Ward laid the playlist out. And I think I mentioned this in my very first video. Blind Eye, Assassin, and Dead Silence has become rampant. So much so to the point that it's almost pointless now to run kill streaks, and I probably shouldn't and probably won't from now on. I'm going to set up my classes for 1v1 and 2v2s with the Specialist strike package. And I'll give you a pro tip. In my last video, I discussed how there were recent patches to Modern Warfare 3 and the perk SitRep Pro, and how that actually now lets you hear Dead Silence users. I'm going to set up my Specialist strike packages now with my first unlock being SitRep Pro. So I'll first start off with Sleight of Hand, Assassin, Dead Silence, and my first unlock being SitRep Pro. And I'll continue to use Assassin until they remove motion sensors from the playlist. If for whatever reason I die on a streak, I know that I don't have to worry about a motion sensor on my respawn. You've noticed that in my first two gameplays on 1v1. That was one of the first things you saw me do, is throw down the motion sensor. Why? Because people were doing it to me. And I am not to the point where I'm going to be so cavalier about playing a video game that I'm going to put myself at a disadvantage and give someone an advantage over me. I still like winning. I still like playing well. I'm not going to nerf myself in efforts of saying, hey, you know what? I played a game without a motion sensor and beat this kid. But check this out here. I thought he'd get a kick out of the kill cam right there. One more kill to go. And I'm dropping down a Predator missile, hoping I can see some movement. I know I'm not going to see a red square because my opponent was using Blind Eye, but hey, whatever, right? Right here's that motion against a stationary background that I was talking about earlier. That's how I'm able to get that kill. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary. Please leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you think about the 1v1, 2v2 playlist. And if you're playing 3v3s now, let me know how that goes. Thanks again for watching. Remember to always try and play smart, and peace out.